Welcome to the testing world. In this session, we are going to perform condition handling. For condition handling, we are going to use if and else, if else, and at the end, I'll show you how we can use it's a logical or logical AND. So I'm moving to my Eclipse and here I'm going to create one more class. So I'm going to create a class here in this testing package and giving the name of the class is B. Now in this class, I want to create a method which will check a number is even or odd. So I'm going to create a method public void check even odd. This method is going to take input, so I'm passing input number, I'm passing as an argument, and here we are going to use if. So if this input number mod by 2 is equal to 0, means I'm putting mod operator on this input number. If the result is 0, means 10 mod by 2 is equal to 0. We are not going to use divide over here. Divide means 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5, but 10 mod by 2 is equal to 0. So that's a reminder. So if after doing mod, if you are getting 0, means this is even number. So I'm writing this is even number. As of now, I have just pasted one condition, which is if. I am going to my class Z and here I want to call the method. So that method belongs to the class B. I'm going to create object of the class B. So B obj new B, and to call method obj dot method name was check even odd. I'm passing the number 12. Let's see what it display. So it's going to display this is a even number. I'm trying to pass 17. So in that case, we are not going to get any result. Why we are not getting result? Because here we are just handle one condition which is even. We did not handle odd condition. If the number is not even, number is odd. So in that case, I can put else. Means if this if is not going to execute, then else will execute. I'm writing this is odd number. I'm going to call it again. And this time you will see it shows this is odd number. So we have covered both the conditions. In one condition, we are checking even, and in other, that is odd. As of now, we have covered two conditions, one for the even and other for the odd. If we talk about the document, so we have covered like if and else. Now I want to check if else. So I'm taking example like check number is negative. If the number is negative, display negative number. Second, check number is 0, then display 0. If number is not negative, not 0, then check even or odd. So here I'm moving to the Eclipse. I need to perform this task. So I'm moving to the Eclipse here. Now my condition is changed. So first of all, I want to check number is negative. So here if input number is less than 0, then display this is negative number. Now, second condition I want to check, if the number is 0, then display 0. So else if we want to check more than one condition, we are going to use if, then second condition else if, third condition again else if, and at the end else. Input number equal to 0. One more thing that we need to notice over here, like if we are assigning a variable, is it like this? So we are using single equal to, which is for the assignment. But if you are comparing value, we are going to use double equal to, that is for the comparison. So here we are comparing two values, so we are using double equal to. So if my number is 0, then display this is 0. Third condition I want to check, if number is not negative, not 0, then I'm checking is it even. So mod by 2 double equal to 0. If my number after mod the number we are getting 0, means this is even number. And at the last, if number is not negative, not 0, not even, then number is odd. So this number is odd. Everything is set now. I'm going to execute it. So moving to my main method. And now I'm going to test all the possible conditions. So first I'm passing -4. In that case, it should display this is negative number. I'm passing 0. So it is displaying this is 0. I'm passing 9. So in that case, we should get odd. And in case of 92, we should get this is even. So we have checked all the possible conditions and my program is working fine in all the conditions. One important thing I want to show over here, like, can we put these condition on any of the place? Means I want to put this third condition on here on the if. So written this, and this first condition I'm putting onto the third location. So I'm just interchanging the condition ordering. So here I'm displaying this is even number and here this is negative number. So can we do this? Like we have interchanged their position. So let's see what will be the result. In that case, if I'm passing -22, so my result should be this is negative number, but we are getting this is even number. Why we are getting this? Because when we are passing number, it will check first condition. Here on the first condition, -22 mod by 2, answer is 0. So it displayed this is even number. It is not moving to the next condition because my first condition is satisfied. So I just want to display here, when we are putting conditions, we should take care of the ordering as well, because ordering is also important. If that is not in the correct order, it might be possible we are not getting correct result. And always the best practice is whenever you create any method or any function, try to execute by taking all possible inputs. Like here in our case, I have executed with the negative data, then 0, then even, then odd. The next part I'm moving is conditional or and conditional and. So next I'm going to tell you logical or and logical and. So here we can write logical or and and. So logical or is going to be used when we want to compare with more than one value. Like here, public void check number. So here I'm taking an input number and I want to check it's a small number. So I'm checking like if my number is between 0 and 100 means it's a small number. So here we can check like if my number is greater than 0, greater than equal to 0, and for and we are going to use double AND operator, and my number is also less than equal to 100, then display it's a small number, else it's a big number. So this is small number. So here we can see else this is big number. So here we can see we are comparing my number with the two different values. So because in our case both the condition must be true, like my number should be greater than or equal to 0 and my number should be less than equal to 100. So in this case it is small number. I want both the condition must be true, that's why I'm using AND operator. Now I'm calling it and check number and I'm passing like 99. So it will going to check 99 is greater than 0. Yes. 99 is less than equal to 100. Yes. So means it's a small number. I'm going to execute this. It shows this is a small number. In the same way, if we are passing like 1001 here, because my conditions are not satisfied, like this number is greater than equal to 0, that's fine, but 1001 is not less than equal to 100, so second condition is not satisfied, and means both the conditions should be satisfied. So in this case only one condition is satisfied, that's why it's going to the else. This is big number. So here we have seen AND operator. I'm taking an example in which you want to check. Here I want to check if my number is less than 0 or greater than 100, it's an invalid number. So I can write it like example 2. Here, if number is less than 0 or number is greater than 100, then invalid number. So I'm coming here, if my number is less than 0 and number is greater than 100. So here either number is less than 0 or greater than 100. So we need either of the condition is true. In that case we are going to use OR operator. OR means either this must be true or this must be true. If the number is less than 0, again it's invalid, or if the number is greater than 100, again it's invalid number. So here this is invalid number, this is valid number. I'm going to execute it with 78. So it's a 78 is less than 0. No, it's moving to the else. I'm taking example with the -5 and running it. So it's an invalid number. Why? -5 is less than 0. So any of the condition, here we have used OR, means any of the conditions. So first condition is satisfied, that's why it is invalid number. I am passing 101. Again it's an invalid number. Reason, here 101 is greater than 100, means it's an invalid number because we have used OR condition. So only one condition is satisfied in the case of the OR, that is fine, but in the case of the AND, both the conditions must be satisfied. So here we have seen how we can perform condition handling by using if else, if else, and we can use logical or and logical and operator. So that's all we have for this session. Thanks for watching this video.